Good morning, everybody, and happy 4th of July to everybody who's actually patriotic and actually stated for the red, white, and blue. May I actually say today is a joyous occasion in which to actually be thankful for the country you're living in right now. Even though there's some freaking commie LARPers out there that are actually trying to wish harm on us because, we're trying to stand for what we believe in. American values, and try to show that we as Americans value freedom over just being reigned over like some tyrannical let this group trying to take over for us. Freedom isn't free because we actually had men and women actually constantly sacrifice themselves to protect what we hold dear, even our precious country. So, to those who actually have fought for our country and, served with an honorable discharge, I actually say thank you for actually doing your due service throughout so many conflicts to protect what we actually hold dear. And honoring those who actually made that noble sacrifice and are laid to rest, you are never forgotten. Yes, hello, Carl. And happy 4th of July to you too, my friend. But yeah, I was just actually looking to, do an open chat session because I'm actually going to go see that freaking schnog of a movie, freaking Indiana Jones, later on. So I figured I'd actually would, boot up the live stream, get this out of the way, because I'm actually going to be going to the 3 o'clock showing. So anyway, I know that PETA will be actually having a freaking field day because of how many freaking girls are going to be up. Oh, and don't even get me started on the freaking climate activists. Oh, you're actually freaking firing up a grill? Oh, that's actually considered, bad for global warming. These people don't even know how to have fun. They actually had no sense of adventure. I can actually simply tell you that much because, A, people like, freaking PETA, freaking global activists, they're just really trying to freaking ruin what we actually hold dear because we're trying to have fun and try to actually spend quality time with the people that we love. Oh, we got Cerno.
Hello.
Hey, long time no see.
Oh god, this whole Skullgirls thing is making me angry.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. I've already actually had to freaking make a video on how that. I mean, though I never played Skullgirls.
I'm glad I didn't buy that game. I dodged a freaking bullet there.
Yeah, true.
Honestly, this is why we need more rich people on our side who could go in and just buy up the IP rights to these freaking things.
Not just
once they fail.
Yeah, not just Skullgirls, but also like freaking. But also games like freaking Dead or Alive or freaking Samurai Kagra.
They probably would not sell to someone who isn't Japanese, to be honest.
Well, happy birthday to your mom, there, Vizinger.
But yeah, I think that I mean, the thing is that the fact that they use a false rape allegation to gain control of Skullgirls is sick. This is how feminists operate. They'll make up again. They make up false rape accusations to help gain control of things. They'll just find the person who owns it, make a false rape allegation. There you go. And this is why we need to get rid of. We need to weaken anti-slap laws because you know what happened to Vic Mignogna.
I know, but it is what it is, I guess, because we're actually just living in a time frame where everything actually needs to freaking be about women and freaking body positivity and all that bullshit. But in all seriousness, I gotta say, freaking. But also, it turns out that Lucasfilm was actually not doing really hot with the new indie movie.
I had a phone call. What were you saying?
Oh, sorry about that. I was saying that freaking that Lucasfilm isn't doing really good with that new indie film.
Yeah, Disney. See, this is the problem is that anytime there's a successful franchise, the people who own that franchise, they always sell out to these bigger companies. They need to stop doing that because as soon as they sell out to the bigger companies, guess what happens? It comes under the control of the DEI coordinator. That's what really happens. The DEI coordinator is the one who's calling the shots, not the creatives. It's a DEI person. The diversity, inclusion, and equity thing. The basically the company communist gets to decide.
Yeah, I agree with Vizinger on that one. Not surprised.
I mean, look what happened to Star Wars. George Lucas sold it, and it came under the control of the DEI department, basically.
Yeah, and let's not get started on ESG.
Yeah, that's basically what's ruining games. It's ruining now. They're starting to get into Japan with these bigger companies. Honestly, Studio Trigger is going to have to self-produce. They're not going to be able to go through these bigger companies to publish anymore. They're going to have to self-publish from now on because they're not going to be able to trust the bigger companies. The bigger companies are going to start making DEI demands. So they're going to have to do it all themselves in-house. That's the only way the smaller companies are going to be able to do this. Is to start producing everything themselves, getting onto these services themselves, or even just starting their own. And maybe they should just produce the anime and put it on their own service. Just bypass the DEI overlords altogether.
Yeah, that's gonna take forever and a month just to do. But beyond that,
it's better than being beholden to the bigger guys, Sony mostly.
Can't fucking stand Sony, especially after their fucking after some of their fucking censorship policies on fucking beautiful women and shit like that.
And here's the thing: in Japan, unlike in the United States, it seems like in Japan, it seems like the banks aren't getting involved in the stuff as much as they are in American banks are. So while there would be probably problems trying to buy it in America, but again, we can always sail the 7 seas in America here. But but again, people in Japan would still be able to buy it, even if American banks didn't want to. See, all this DEI, all this ESG, and all this restrictions on certain content, it's mostly coming from Visa, MasterCard, and BlackRock, and the banks, basically, the American banks. This is why I think the fall of U.S. hegemony might actually be a good thing. Because with American banks being like the ones in control, they like to spread their influence by denying transactions, by basically saying it's against our acceptable use policy and whatnot.
Okay, that just really freaking aggravates me. But
Visa, MasterCard is a big problem because they're a duopoly.
I know. But listen, let's try not focusing on bad things right now. Let's try focusing on the good. besides actually, all the shit that's going on. I mean, today's Independence Day. I mean, we should actually not forget all of those who made the noble sacrifice to actually give us our freedom.
Well, it looks like the same thing might have to happen nowadays. Honestly, I think that it's time that I mean, the thing is that there is good though. It seems like the DEI is starting to crumble at the financial level. So as that crumbles, we might actually start to see these policies, these restrictive policies start to crumble too.
Well, and it's actually starting to become a good thing because, basically, it's actually just, it's just that we actually need these freaking things going on. Like, we need, certain companies to actually wake up and realize that the choices they are making is wrong.
Yeah. Well, the thing is the only thing that's too far gone would be the financial industry. Well, we can't. There's probably not going to ever be a competitor to Visa and MasterCard unless someone like Elon Musk or I hope not, but or Peter Thiel or someone one of these billionaires, because you have to be a billionaire to start a credit card company because of all the red tape that the government has put in place. So it's actually a government issue, but if it wasn't like if we can find a replacement for credit cards, that's basically the one thing that all we need to do is find a replacement for credit cards for payment, and then we're home sailing because we can just have new companies spring up and replace these industries.
Yes, and also to Pedro, happy Independence Day, my friend. Basically, I hope you actually have a good one. Cheers.
One thing I am seeing though is you've got some companies like you've got DL Site and Jast, which the credit card companies seem to surprisingly be leaving alone for now, which is a good thing. There seem to be being left alone, but as long as the credit card companies leave DL Site alone, I think we're going to be home sailing as far as having new companies pop up.
Yeah, true.
Because that's what we need is we need new companies that are willing to even companies who are just willing to say, no, we're not going to take MasterCard, we'll only take Visa. A lot like that. That's what DMM did. They when MasterCard came a knock and saying, well, you got to ban this content or we're going to cut you off, they just said, no, we're just going to take Visa. Fuck you, MasterCard. And they just told MasterCard to go fuck themselves.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's basically what they did. They just told MasterCard, we're not renewing our services with you. We're just take Visa, and
basically that's what we need more of. People telling
the problem is all it takes is for Visa to adopt those policies, and then it's all over. See, this is the problem with a duopoly. You have to have otherwise we're gonna be set back to mailing money orders again, like the 90s. If this continues, DL Site might have to set up a mailing box in the U.S. to where they can accept payments because for money orders, because that's probably what they're going to have to do. They should start doing that now. Start setting up that infrastructure now, because eventually Visa and MasterCard is going to come for DL Sites at some point. And at first it's going to be MasterCard because you know how they are. But eventually I think Visa is going to start adopting those policies too, because I think I think the DEI people are breathing down their neck.
Yeah, it's just freaking ridiculous. But in all seriousness,
the funding for ESG though, I want to tell you something. Vanguard has already saying they're going to pull out of it, and BlackRock is bleeding money. So we might actually see the big bad BlackRock fall, and that would be funny. Honestly, that would just be hilarious to see them fall. Even though it might take the economy down for 5 years or so, it's worth it to see BlackRock fall. Because fuck them. Fuck Larry Fink. And fuck TPG Capital. You know, remember when Monster Girl Quest had to move sites because the site they were on decided to ban their type of content? That was TPG Capital. TPG Capital bought out their old the website that they were on. See, this is the fandom.com. TPG Capital bought them out. So again, it's these activist investors that and their downfall, the downfall of this activist venture capital, it's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, and they couldn't get here any sooner. Because God forbid, these people that have been freaking.
You know what? The one thing that could keep them alive, though, what I'm afraid of, is they're going to do investments in China, and they're gonna survive through investing in China. These companies are traitors to the United States, in my opinion.
Yeah, 2024 couldn't get here any sooner.
Yeah, what we need is people. Honestly, it doesn't matter what party they're from. We just need someone who is a hawk, who just sticks it to China. Someone who isn't compromised by potential CCP infiltration. You know what I mean? We got to get rid of. I think we got to get rid of the. Again. Why do you think I call DEI officers within companies? Do you know I call them the company communists because that's what they are.
They're more like the equivalent of the SS from World War II Germany.
Actually, I'd say they're more of a Stasi. The Stalin's Stasi, more like. Because Stalin's secret police. And the left actually operates more like the Soviet, or either the Soviet or the Maoist Chinese model of their that's how they operate. So again, Antifa are literally the Red Guard. So basically, they admit they're some of them might even admit they're Maoist. So this is what I mean. We got Maoist infiltration. And it's basically, I think it's all funded by China.
Yeah, so. And basically, all I gotta say is, fuck domestic terrorism. Okay, straight up.
And fuck the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah, basically, I can't stand the CCP either. So, right now, I just actually want to focus on something else besides politics. Because God forbid,
if they would leave our stuff alone, like what they did to Senran Kagura and all that, if they would leave our stuff alone, we could do that. But
and basically, might as well in one hand and shit in the other. See which one feels faster.
Yeah, well, but the fact that some of the ESG regime is starting to collapse, that's a good sign.
Yeah, they couldn't collapse any faster. That's all I gotta say.
It's gonna take years, but hey, it's better than nothing.
Hold on, I gotta pull up what Carl Carlson said. My fear is that these companies will get bailed out by governments. It'll be an expense of the taxpayer. Why are attempts being made to baselessly demonize physical cash? It's about control.
Yep. That's another thing that people are going to have to fight against is trying to implement a Chinese-style CBDC, the central bank digital currency. We have to stop that at all costs. That has to be stopped at all costs. And even if it takes a civil war to do it, hey, if it means being able to have physical cash, that's one of the things that is probably going to trigger a civil war if it happens. Because I think that people aren't going to. People, at least Americans, at least at least America as in the center of the country, probably aren't going to take that. So that might trigger. That's going to be devastating if they try to go through with that.
Yeah, in fact, there's an old saying: "Sic vis pacem in parabellum." It means if you want peace, prepare for war, because war and peace are like two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other.
I mean, you basically you have to. Basically, you have to be prepared to have a fuck around and find out policy.
Mm-hmm.
have the means to fuck around, but don't actually fuck around. In other words, only use it to make other people find out when they fuck around with you.
Yo, Rainbow Boom X, happy 4th of July, and thank you.
So basically, it's to be armed to the teeth and say, fuck around and find out. You just sit there. Just don't do anything. Let them strike first, because that makes them the bad guy.
Exactly.
That makes them the aggressors. So I think really that's what Ukraine did to get everyone on their side, is they let Russia strike first. So again, just my opinion, whoever strikes first is almost always the bad guy.
Pretty much.
Yeah, unless you can prove to me that there was that was a certainty they were going to strike. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do a preemptive strike, you better be prepared to have proof that, they were going to strike you first if you didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. But also, it turns out that a freaking trans person is actually going to be voicing Yamato from freaking One Piece.
Oh, God. And Yamato is a girl, right? In the series?
Yes. Yes.
That is going to make people just switch to the Japanese dub. That's going to make people want to switch to the Japanese dub, because I don't see that. Honestly, these companies, the Japanese companies, need to start cracking down on the American companies. Crunchyroll, Funimation. Well, Funimation's now Crunchyroll anyway, so.
Yeah, because basically Sony actually bought both Crunchyroll, bought Funimation, and then Funimation brought Crunchyroll, and then freaking merged that with Crunchyroll.
Honestly, the fact that the FTC will not get involved is insane. It's time. I think that, honestly, even though it might reduce the quality of the translations, I think just have bilingual Japanese people translate it over there in Japan.
Yes, I agree.
And if a dubber wants to dub it, then I guess that they're gonna have to have the Japanese provide a script that they must, like, where they're able to make grammatical and other, like, technical corrections, but they're not supposed, where they would not be allowed to change the context or content. I think that Japan needs to be a little bit more strict with their contracts that they give to these companies.
I agree, because God forbid these companies that actually are freaking. Oh yeah,
This is why.
Yeah, and Carl Carlson says Wookiees are literally telling voice actors to stop being voice actors.
Then they should just do away with English dubs altogether.
Oh,
stop dubbing anime and just use subtitles.
Yeah, I know. And also, I just gotta pull something up real quick, because basically, I wanted to actually get your freaking thoughts on this. All right, hold on. All right, go. Oh.
Yeah, honestly, I think what us weebs need to do is stop buying things from Steam, and if it's available on other platforms, in my opinion.
Yeah, in fact, hold on, I gotta freaking. Oh, here we go. This one I really want to freaking play so bad.
A 1,000 and 1 mullet.
That asks moderator to take care of our butts. Especially our prices. Destroy these damn robots!
old school anime action.
Hell yeah, baby.
Wish list now.
Yeah, I already added that to my wish list.
Mullet Mad Jack.
Yeah, it's like the old 80s and 90s stuff. It's very like 90s-esque themed, it looks like.
It is. Basically, I even actually showed that to Mad Matt, and Matt actually happens to be a freaking, hardcore, like, old school otaku. I
Yeah.
mean, basically, this is why we can't actually have, like, the stuff that we actually had in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, because DEI has made that impossible. Because
And
if someone
basically,
wanted to
if we
make
could
something
get-
like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But if we could get, like, Japan to do those types of games, think of how much the market would be for that.
You know what? What they need to do is they need to put that stuff on things on websites like Jast, DL site, and all those other like more, the sites that aren't like restrictive, like Steam is. It just bypass Steam and Sony altogether, and prop up new industry. Just
Yeah, exactly.
tear down the old industry, because Sony and the one thing is, stop Sony from buying them out, because that as soon as they pop out, Sony is going to offer them billions to sell them out. Kind of like what Microsoft did to Minecraft. That's what they're going to do.
It's all it's all about monopolization.
Yep, and this is and see, they can't really, the DEI people can't really control without monopolizing. See, they have to become a monopoly in order to, because they're going to be like, where else are you going to go? Like the mafia tactic of, where else are you going to go? Really? Where else are you going to go? You have to deal with us, or you're done, or you're finished. Capiche?
Yeah, and also another thing, I was actually trying thinking, like, if the freaking protagonist of freaking Mullet Mad Jack actually had a mustache, then he could actually pass off as Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, the person who was banned from Twitch for pretty much no reason.
Yep, exactly, because, he's actually so freaking cool and badass at the same time. I always love how Doc always goes,
the arena, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he's got basically that 90s, 80s aesthetic to him. I like that. Yeah, he does have
exactly.
He does wear makeup for it, but hey, it's great. I love it.
Yeah. The poisonous Ethiopian caterpillar, aka Slick Daddy. The Black Steel, aka the Bulletproof Bullet. Oh, man. Dude, how much would you actually want to pay to actually see freaking Dr. Disrespect play Mullet Mad Jack?
Oh, yeah. Or better yet, if he can't, I'd like them to make a Dr. Disrespect skin for Mullet Jack. Just so you're just like playing as an anime Dr. Disrespect, beating up these robots.
Definitely, because basically, if they actually had a mod for that, I would pay top dollar just to play that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, and I like how he stood up for Nick Mercs.
Exactly, especially after freaking Activision actually decided to take Nick Mercs' skins just like that for no freaking apparent reason, because he was actually talking common sense.
Honestly, ever since the Blitzchung thing, I've been boycotting Activision, and ever since they've just been piling on reasons why that was a good idea to just stop buying anything from Activision, stop buying everything from Blizzard. Because ever since the day they decided to, you know, how would you put it? Ever since they decided to side with the CCP, side with all the, you know, censor their games because of real problems that were happening within the company. They instead of solving their problems that they had within their company with how many perverts are working for them, they instead decided to censor their games and say, "Oh, that's going to solve the problem." It didn't.
Yeah. No, it didn't.
Fuck you, Bobby Kotick.
Mm-hmm. And also,
I disagree a lot. I disagree a lot with you know, people like with what's her name? I even forgot her name. Oh yeah, the whatever Quisition got. You know, I guess it's the Genquisition or whatever it is. Well, the one thing you know, with the whole that I agree with him on is fuck Bobby Kotick. That guy's a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, and also I had to give respect to Dr. Disrespect, especially some of the things that he easily does. Oh man. I just really love Dr. Disrespect, especially when he actually went after freaking Hassan Piker.
Oh yeah, and you know, I always when I hear that, oh, that guy, I hate that guy, Hassan Piker. Oh yeah, that just reminds me of that Sam Hyde quote. That's funny.
Oh yeah, freaking Sam Hyde.
Yeah, I can't really say what Sam Hyde said because Hassan would probably clip it out of context, but
Okay, I gotta freaking pull it up. Let's see.
Yeah, just pull up the video of oh wait, frame rate might not be good enough, but hey, it's funny. You know, I'm wondering if my upload speed might be better. Because I know internet service providers suck.
Okay, hold on. I gotta freaking. It's a promo right now.
Oh my god. I mean, even Asmongold has been destroying Hassan at some points.
Okay. Here we go. I gotta freaking pull this one up. So, here we go. Oh, dude. I would definitely pay good money just to exit back. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. And there we go. I'm back.
I legit thought it was bugged. I don't know why I thought like it was looted. Or I don't know why I didn't think it was.
Is there a part of this video that's...
Here I am. I finally got in on a Wednesday. Yeah. I finally got in. I got no life. I got no job. I got no life. I got no friends. I got no social skills. I got nothing. I got nothing except you, Doc, in your lobby. And it makes me feel so good on a Wednesday. I literally... I got no... My favorite content creator is Hassan. Even though he's fat and he's got weird looking structure of shoulders and he's unathletic, but he's really fat. He's my favorite content creator. I got nothing going on. I'm so depressed. I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm critical of everything except myself. I got him in my bio, and I know.
Oh my.
I know.
Respect, Dr. Disrespect.
All right. Jocko, welcome.
I like how he mocked Hassan. That was just amazing.
Yeah, in the words of Dr. Disrespect, that never gets old. I mean, I wish I could play like Dr. Disrespect though, but that actually takes years of practice and and good reflexes.
He's been at this for years.
No kidding. I mean, oh, Mad. Hello.
Oh, there you are. Kind of. Kind of.
Matt, come on, join us.
Get rid of this. Get rid of this.
Okay, here we go. Ish.
Whoa, we're watching Dr. Disrespect roasted.
Add a stream.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Same? No, it's not the same. Well, definitely not the same.
Here we go.
Okay, running an AK.
Yo, what up, Matt?
Yo!
Oh wait, this video seems to go on for a lot longer.
I could run that in for.
I know. It's like,
I think I do.
it's actually like, hold on. About
That way everything's just kind of matching.
14 minutes.
You know?
Yeah, I don't think he's roasting Hassan anymore.
Yeah, he's just having fun. Besides, I was actually just.
I missed it, huh?
We got Fire King. Hey, what's up? Freaking happy 4th of July, guys.
Yo.
Happy America Day, brothers.
And also, man, Matt, you just actually freaking missed it. Yo, Fire King.
Hey.
Yeah.
Got
It was a
Got
video of
Yeah, you're in. Besides, I was actually showing Cerno the promo for Mullet Mad Jack.
Oh yeah, that one looked fucking dope. Like,
and then it came up that if he had the bushy mustache and the sunglasses, he'd look like Dr. Disrespect.
Dude, who would want to play a freaking anime-based game starring Dr. Disrespect?
I would.
I
mean,
would.
especially a game where you're. I mean, just add the sunglasses and the mustache.
Oh, and also let's not forget like the freaking the attire as well.
Yeah.
Like, add like Doc's attire, add like the freaking badge that actually has this logo on it. With the freaking,
he'd have to collab with the game in order to do that, but
dude,
that would be interesting.
I would actually freaking be like that one guy where he's like slapping his credit card against the table, like boom, 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 boom. Take my money.
Yeah. Because I mean, who wouldn't want to be Dr. Disrespect beating the fuck out of robots?
that'd be so badass.
Oh,
Yeah,
way too bad,
especially if it had like I don't know about that. Well, maybe because I guess okay. Imagine I don't know what other things would be themed, because I know most of the things that people associate with Dr. Disrespect are usually from other games, which could cause an issue. Like like the Car 98 is usually associated with PUBG and all that. It's just,
Oh yeah,
but
like,
I mean, the Dr. Disrespect character himself, yeah, that would, and even having a stage based off the arena.
The Champions Club? Oh, yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You can throw that motherfucker right the fuck in there.
Yes. Because yeah, and even have like little quotes of doctors that disrespect like some of the famous quotes like from when he was playing PUBG or whatnot, like what he's been saying.
Oh, yeah, that would be freaking awesome. I mean, like I said, I would definitely freaking pay top dollar just to actually freaking have Dr. Disrespect in that video game.
Yeah, and kind of gotta wonder if it'd be funny. If there's any, I wonder if there's any point in the game where they could insert a "Yeah, we're suing the fuck out of him," that quote from Dr. Disrespect, because when he, back when Twitch basically banned him for no reason.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because I remember he was like, there was one point where he was like, "Yeah, we're suing the fuck out of him." Of course, that might have never happened, but it's a good quote nonetheless.
Exactly, because
would have been nice. It would have been nice to have him stick it to Twitch, but that's a complicated matter.
Yeah, Kick's looking mighty good right now.
Yeah.
Except
honestly, I kind of hope like Trovo survives as well, because it'd be nice to have multiple platforms, like just because I think the problem with the internet nowadays is the centralization that we have. The fact that we have one we had one video hosting service at one point, and that's YouTube, where everything was YouTube. Now at least we have Rumble. BitChute's small, but it's it still exists. And we've got Odyssey. It's good to have multiple platforms available, because sometimes having just one dominant one just is not right, because they get to control what everyone sees, and they could just take it down. You have nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Like for example, when V Shoujo DMCA'd Aunt Hime's video, and because of how YouTube's copyright system is, even though it was obviously a fair use, YouTube
I'm actually hoping
So she posted on Rumble, so it's still available somewhere. Like 3 or 4 years ago, she would have been out of luck, because there would have been nowhere else.
Colonel, let Matt talk, okay? Go ahead, Matt.
Okay. I'm actually hoping either Odyssey or Rumble replaces YouTube, man. That's just me.
I'd rather have them all exist so that there's competition, so there's actually a fallback for people.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. By the way, who's heard this new Twitter update that you can only have limited posts for like 600 posts or something?
Apparently that's because of bots, but still, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
I think if the real thing behind that is he wants to upsell people to pay.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Fuck them bots, and fuck Elon Musk. It's not like any of us even had that much faith in him. Hey.
At first I was thinking anybody but the current leftist regime, but Musk is even worse as a freaking like brutal capitalist. Yikes.
Yeah, basically, no matter how you slice it, there's always a rotten core somewhere.
Yeah, not to mention Musk is basically just another globalist shell.
Yep. Honestly, if he wants to create a globalist government, he can create one on Mars. Leave us Earthlings alone.
Yeah. By the way, Matt, I want to show you something.
Okay, what's up?
Check out this new album that came out, but actually, it's supposed to be coming out in September.
Cool.
Ooh. Bloodblind, Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah. By the way, has anyone seen the Gundam, the trailer for Gundam Requiem for Vengeance?
No, I haven't. I mean, basically,
I'd
I'm
say
still kind of.
okay. I'll type it in the private chat just so everyone can check it out.
But I actually had to wish list freaking Mullet Mad Jack. Because as soon as I start saving up some money, I want to see if I can get a Steam Deck so I can play that sucker.
Yeah, it's really too bad there's like nowhere else to buy it because of what Steam's been doing to anime games.
I know, but that's just the thing. We do need like some form of like competition towards like
The
being
other
creative.
other platforms exist. The problem is publishers have to we have to rely on publishers to use them, not just people. It's a chicken and egg problem.
Right. Hold on. I gotta see this.
Yeah, make sure everyone type. Yeah, make everyone see it.
Okay, hold on. I gotta freaking. There we go.
I see it.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up so that way we can all watch together. Share. Okay. I'm gonna start it over from the beginning. Here we go. All right. Here we go, guys.
Yeah.
Red Wolves, prepare to drop.
Yeah. A live action. Oh God. I hope Netflix ain't doing it. Oh, it's rendered with Unreal Engine.
Yeah, it's basically looking. Yeah, it's basically looking like it's going to be a Xeon centric this time.
Oh, so they're actually making it in a game engine.
Yep.
Nice. I haven't seen movies that were produced with game engines before.
Yeah.
God damn it! Not even Gundam is safe. I mean, look at the end of Gundam G Witch.
Hey, if you actually want to talk about freaking going for freaking Gundams, just turn to the old stuff. At least
Thank you. I mean, yeah, the old stuff is best. I mean, I'd say up to Turn A.
Yeah, speaking of movies, I just watched the Mario movie since June 29th with my sister.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it was a pretty good movie.
We still gotta freaking work on trying to get more of our mecha story done.
Yeah, I'm still working on looking for mech designers for a mecha story.
Yeah, and basically I'm up to the first freaking mech battle.
Really? You're already hard at work writing our.
But I just actually need the right chemistry to actually make it work.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm already seeing a whole lot of 5-star stories vibes with this one. And I really love 5-star stories. It's basically my favorite manga of all time. Not to mention, a lot of the story beats from Xenogears came from 5-star stories.
Huh. That's pretty cool. But like I said, I'm actually just trying to figure out, like, how to actually get like some of the mech battles done, especially when it comes, because I definitely do want to actually like create like some chimeras, which are like amalgamated Xeroxia or mech, like the mechs from like mixed up freaking mech parts from other Xeroxia, because.
Yeah, usually when it comes to mechs, usually I would say like Mecha Musume would have to be my most favorite, but Mecha Musume is also my favorite out of all the mechs too.
Huh. I never actually heard of Mecha Musume.
I've actually heard this one game that has those, like Alice Gear Aegis. Or Alice Gear Aegis, I guess. I think.
Let's say I think it might be because yeah, in fact, this is the Turn A Gundam that I have.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I originally got it from Amazon. I mean, sometimes you gotta freaking, it's like I usually say, if you're gonna deal with the devil's gonna get his due.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these companies seem to. Again, the problem with the whole entertainment ecosystem is that you have to rely on the publisher to put it on an alternative platform before you can actually use that. And that's the whole problem. Is that it's a chicken and egg problem.
Yeah, and also it is all the anime, so that's where this is where I got Turn A Gundam from.
Yeah, I actually got the Right Stuff version of Turn A Gundam.
Yeah, before Right Stuff was bought out by Crunchyroll.
God damn it!
Crunchyroll is a big problem, and they're a monopolization. This is the problem with the whole problem is that they're becoming a monopoly,
and to think movie slob actually thinks monopolies are a good thing. No, they ain't.
You know why he thinks? Because then it's easier to control what content can exist if you have a monopoly.
Of course, Movie Bob's a eugenicist and a fascist.
Oh yeah,
I mean
that's talked about their Coyote Jack. Basically, according to Coyote Jack, he says another VA localizing Yamato from One Piece. In fact, and it turns out it's a trans person.
Of course,
yeah.
It's.
Oh yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
That's why just get the Japanese dub.
Goddamn Trones! They fucking ruin everything.
Oh wow. Damn, you're starting to snap.
I don't blame him.
The problem is that these activists, again, the activists are the ones who actually try to get into these companies. Like the VA, who's probably an activist.
Oh yeah. By the way, I put something in the private chat, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, make sure you share the screen so people can see what game I'm talking about.
Hold on, okay. I gotta skip the ad here. So I just need to pull this up real quick.
And what's sad is I know trans people and they're not all like that, but
I know.
The problem is that the ones who are the loudest.
I know. I really am sorry for saying that, but good lord. Woo!
Ooh, this is interesting.
PS5, so you know that they were limited.
I saw a gameplay of this one and it looked pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend freaking lots of dollars just to actually get a freaking just to play freaking one game.
I refuse to buy a PS5 though. Forget that.
My
Heck,
brother
their dev kits look like toilet seats. So what do you expect?
Well, no, seriously, this looks like pretty interesting.
Everyone want about Nintendo, but I think Nintendo acknowledges that video games.
Oh, it's another battle royale.
Basically, I hear the gameplay's pretty good though.
I'm more of a PvP person rather than a PvP. I don't know.
That actually feels like Saren Kagura, though.
Maybe it doesn't remind me of Summer College. I think the graphics look like that, but I think so. But yeah, the mech designs and the Mechamusume designs, they're pretty awesome, no doubt.
Yeah.
Ooh. God damn it, I definitely want to play this game.
Okay, I get the feeling this game is kind of like Call of Duty multiplayer in a way, but, like, I don't know, that's... I don't know if it is like Call of Duty, but if it does, like, either it's multiplayer or Battle Royale or whatever.
Yeah, that's okay.
Battle Royale.
Ooh.
Would buy for sure.
Yeah, gonna pass on that one.
It's on
Not really
PS5.
Not really into the Battle Royale model.
Oh, but you like the mech designs, right?
Sure.
I mean, the Mecha Musume designs are pretty neat in the game. But yeah, the Battle Royale kind of does resemble Call of Duty's multiplayer a bit, I think.
Call
Not sure
of
if it does.
Duty.
I'm not sure if it does, but the Battle Royale gameplay,
Oh God, this is why I actually think that, you know, freaking America needs to sever ties with the World Economic Forum.
I think the whole world needs to separate its ties with the World Economic Forum.
Yeah, because it says here, according to Coyote Jack, Sony already has a monopoly on anime, and they control it since they aligned with the WEF. Yeah, all I gotta say is, fuck Klaus Schwab.
What we need stronger anti-monopoly laws.
Fuck Klaus Schwab with a rusted chainsaw filled with AIDS and cancer.
Well, this is what I mean. Like we need anime makers to bypass Sony. They need to just not go through Sony.
Thank
They
you.
need- They
Yes,
need
exactly.
to tell Sony to fuck off and that they're going to find someone else. And they need to start their own services and not go through Crunchyroll, or like have a competing service that just has ones that are not beholden to Sony, and not hire anyone from the United States, and instead do all the subtitling work over there, so that they don't have to worry about DEI laws preventing them from hiring competent people and having to hire activists.
Yeah, exactly. And also another thing, I was actually thinking for our mecha comic, I was thinking, why don't we actually do it as like an homage to like 80s and 90s anime, but also have like more skin showing,
Dude.
or like for some of the women though.
You just made my day with that. You just
That's what they need to do. But they have to avoid Crunchyroll.
Avoid Crunchyroll like the plague.
Basically, if I ever turn it into like a legit anime or something like that, I'm actually staying the fuck away from like Crunchyroll, from Sony, from Viz.
You're gonna have to basically make your own. You're gonna have to basically make your own service then.
Yeah, is it bad that I still kind of watch the clips of Crunchyroll, but not that I support it, but because of what you guys were talking about? But it's like I just saw like a few clips of like Harukana Receive, since I watched that since like July 1st, and yeah, I was watching like even a scene. Okay, just Harukana Receive. Yeah, I just remember that.
Yeah, Harukana Receive is fucking dope. Not to mention hot girls in bikinis. What's not to love?
And the boobs and ass scenes.
Too damn right.
Because freaking, I bet you if freaking some Wokey actually watched like the classic animes from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, their freaking brains would just explode.
Oh, there are Wokies that do kind of watch anime from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but they actually watch it through the lens of a narcissistic activist that do nothing but shit on it.
Yeah, by the way, Mr. Anime, I have a question. Have you watched Harukana Receive? If so, how was it?
I don't think I've actually seen that one.
Oh, I think you should watch it.
You might want to, Mr. A.
The fan service is great. Yeah, I'm telling you, the fan service is actually great.
Yeah, in fact, basically, that's just the thing. Wokies and activists don't really care about fucking fan service.
No, they don't.
They don't. They want
Damn right.
They want to ban it. Actually, to be honest, I think that's what their real goal is.
They want to ban all things fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, they want to ban ecchi. Yeah.
I mean, once they ban,
you can take my freaking classic anime, you can take my ecchi, you can take my freaking harem anime, you can take my action anime, my seinen, and any anime in general that you don't like. You can actually take my 4th of July, my American flag, my Merry Christmas, my guns, and my American freedom when you pry them all from my cold, dead freaking corpse.
Thank you.
Never bend the knee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Never bend the knee.
I mean, I would have bent the knee if my knee didn't fucking hurt so much.
But just remember one thing. Stand for the flag, kneel for the fallen.
Damn right.
I've celebrated if you're talking about the 4th of July, I've celebrated Canada Day on July 1st with my dad and saw the fireworks. Yeah, I think it was pretty great with my dad and my sister and my brother.
Yeah, also, Carl Carlson says, as Dave Collins said, fan service is customer service. those who totally oppose fan service no longer qualify as customers, in my opinion.
Thank
Agreed.
you.
Yeah, these activists, honestly, I don't know. I think what we need to do is we basically have to get rid of the whole equal opportunity and bureaucracy in order to actually kick these activists out. Because these activists, what they do is if you try to remove them, they'll sue.
Yeah, that's not going to happen because basically,
Yeah, they basically are funded by those assholes. Are the kind that are funded by George Soros, who, by the way, is about ready to be on death's door. Although we also have his son to worry about, Alex Soros.
Hopefully I hope that we can keep the I know it's sad to say this, but we have to keep the recession going until they can't make any more money, and hopefully the taxes will take a big bite out of their money. So I'm sure there's gonna be inheritance taxes.
mm-hmm. But in all seriousness, like I said, I really want to actually have some of my comics actually be a reflection of, like, all the anime that actually came before, like what we have today, and why nobody ever appreciates classic anime.
Yeah, they don't appreciate classic anime, but because they're a bunch of fakes and phonies.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm actually going to do something about that because I'm actually going to see if I could go back and look at all the classics and actually give them proper reviews so that way they can actually have.
Yeah, by the way, Blue Comet SPT Laser is coming stateside, and I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah, definitely, because basically, like I said, we actually need more classic anime and, have it shine a light on that. Because without classics, we wouldn't actually have the anime that we have today.
Yeah, that's why Retro Crush is such an awesome website. Hell, that's why Discotech fucking rules.
Huh. Okay. It says, I want to inform you that I made a paper theater my third channel, and I appreciate old anime. Oh, definitely. We all need to actually turn to the classics. Like I said, if it weren't for the classics, we wouldn't actually have, like, the anime that we actually have today.
Yeah, especially ever since Pokemon was my childhood. Yep.
My childhood was more Akira, Dominion Tank Police, Venus Wars, Project Echo.
Mine was more the original Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha, that era. I
was more into Naruto back then.
Yeah, the original Naruto, that too. All the old classics. Lucky Star. I mean, I didn't get to watch that one until later, but I mean, Lucky Star was a good one. And then
I've also watched Bakugan.
Oh, too damn right, Carl.
Yeah.
Oh, we need anime.
Bakugan, the Yu-Gi-Oh GX era. That era where you couldn't really get it on the internet yet. That kind of era.
Yeah.
Like mid 2000s.
For me, it would be freaking. It would be like Sailor Moon, freaking Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, Outlaw Star, all the stuff that they usually would show on Toonami back when they actually aired Toonami on at 4:00.
Yeah, don't forget Macross and Pat Labor, dude.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen those, but also.
What about Yu Yu Hakusho? I think that's one that people haven't mentioned.
Yeah, in fact, Yu Yu Hakusho, freaking Rurouni Kenshin, all those good ones. Especially like, the stuff they show on Fox Kids, like Digimon.
Oh yeah, was really, really good. I mean, it pretty much curb stomps Pokemon, if you ask me.
Oh, by the way, there was also this one Fire Emblem anime that came out in the 90s, I believe.
But, all I gotta say is, ooh. Sentai is releasing Gotchaman on Blu-ray. If I ever actually start getting some money again, I'll actually see if I can pick it up.
I still gotta get myself a JOB.
Yeah.
And of course the assholes are gonna come hounding on me and asking, "How's that job hunt going?" Fuck off.
Yeah, true. Oh, it's just ridiculous. You can't win with these types of people.
Nope, you can't. All you can do is basically just point and laugh at their stupidity.
Yeah, in fact, I simply gotta say, we should definitely focus on like old style aesthetic anime for like our mecha comic.
Too damn right.
That way, I can actually freaking show like what anime was like in the 90s. Not just that, but also include like over the top violence, all the blood and gore, freaking wholesale nudity.
Oh yeah, that was the mad shit back then. I mean, that was when anime was basically animation's equivalent to fucking heavy metal, man.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, basically, like basically, there was blood and gore, like in the '90s anime called like Devilman. I've actually heard of Devilman.
Dude, that is a fucking heavy metal title. If I ever saw it, man.
Okay, so I'm guessing you actually have watched all the episodes of Devilman, right, Max? I guess you have.
I watched the OVA.
Nice, bro. I commend you, bro.
Yeah, I love the OVA, man. I mean, Devilman Crybaby is all right. I mean, it does as cover the entire manga, but personally, I like the aesthetic of the OVA way better.
Oh yeah, I don't think I was actually talking about Devil May Cry. I was actually talking about Devilman, but okay, yeah, that works. Yeah. But yeah, Devilman, usually I'm more into 2000s anime, but that's just me. But I like the edgy.
You really got to get with the 80s and 90s anime, bro.
But
there is a lot more quality in the 80s and 90s. Come to think of it, I'd even go so far as to call the 80s and early 90s golden.
Oh, but actually, Matt, I have gotten to 80s and 90s anime. I've watched this one anime where it was Eiko. Yeah, I remember now. It was Eiko, Agent Aika, Slayers, Pokemon, and those count as 90s anime though.
Ooh,
I know they do.
We're talking no video, Metal Skid Panic, Maddox 1. Oh
yeah, Otaku no Video is really dope. I mean, it's basically a mockumentary of the average life of the otaku.
Yeah, definitely.
This is Spinal Tap for anime fans.
Oh yeah, basically yeah. I'm also into like 2000s anime and 2010s anime, to be honest. There's also like this one anime called Freezing. Oh yeah, Mr. Anime. I don't think you have watched that yet, but yeah, I've also gotten into Freezing too, because that's also a 2010 10s anime, but there's also a few I can name, but yeah, like Infinite Stratos too, and let's see. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, A Comic a Kill, 2010s anime, I think. But yeah, it is. Yeah. High School of the Dead. I think that's a 2010 anime, but I'm not sure if it is. But hey, Mr. Anime, does High School of the Dead count as a 2010s anime?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Let me see here.
I haven't really watched the episodes of High School of the Dead though, but I think that counts as a 2010s anime though, because of the designs and like. But yeah, I've gotten to a few 90s and 80s animes since like I've watched like Sailor Moon and Pokemon and Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna list off some major suggestions in our Twitter chat for of classic anime people really should check out, man. Especially my highest recommendation, Armored Trooper Bottoms and 5-star stories.
Yeah, in fact, I still gotta get back into watching freaking Armored Trooper Votoms as well.
How you enjoying it so far?
I'm still watching Gunbusters, and I'm like halfway through it.
And I gotta finish watching. I gotta finish watching Haruka Receive too, since I watched 4 episodes. I gotta get into episode 5 next.
But yeah, like I said, I'm actually trying to freaking figure out like. Plus, also, we also need to do like the freaking like the exploding like freaking clothes for some of the girls like from the classic 80s and 90s anime where they're clothes.
Oh yeah, especially in Ikitosen, man.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Ikitosen. Oh my god, I watched there was 3 seasons, but yeah, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Now I think I'm done.
But yeah, I that's what I wanted to say. But yeah, but I have watched 3 seasons of Ikitosen. I watched 12 episodes of each season, but I gotta get it. I gotta get into season. I gotta watch more episodes of season 3 though. I think.
As for me, I honestly, to be honest, I think that the only thing that's gonna really help, as far as this goes, is to again, I miss the days when they could put that stuff into anime without having people on Twitter trying to censor it and stuff.
That's because social media wasn't a thing back then.
See,
yeah, I wish social media was never a thing.
Yeah, but now that it is, we're stuck with it. The problem is that it's so centralized, so you only have one site that's like Twitter or like there are other sites, but they're kind of in their own little niches and each have their own little it's hard because you don't really have a middle ground. It's either you're on Twitter, on either some weird alternative platform that's all like even more SJW than Twitter, or you're on an alternative platform that's pure right wing. It's like there's no other middle ground outside of Twitter, and that's what needs to change.
Bring back P2P apps like Napster and WinMX.
Except for using that P2P model for social media. Well, the problem is then ISPs are gonna get all upset because internet service providers, the closest you'll get is the FEDI, like with Pluroma instances and stuff like that. That's about as the closest you're gonna get is people setting up their own websites, and those websites kind of interact with each other.
Yeah, by the way,
a direct P2P method would be possible if internet service providers would give people better upload speed.
Yeah, by the way, isn't it about time to wrap this up, or can we go for much longer?
I think I might call it good because I'm actually going to be wrapping this up. Basically, I think we've actually might have covered everything we need to talk about. So
yeah. Not to mention, I am having a bad case of the munchies right now.
Oh, by the way, Vinzinger, happy birthday to your mom. By the way, I saw it in a comment. By the way, but yeah, also Shiny's on. Shiny's coming, but we're late though.
It's too late. But like I said,
there's always next time, Shiny.
Yep, there's always tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to be on though.
Yep. Well, anyway, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing much for me, folks. Just be excellent to each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And remember, happy America Day, everybody.
Amen to that.
I'll go first. I'll go next. Yeah. All right, so thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Mr. Anime, for having me aboard. It's been a pleasure, and I'm glad I got to be on streams because on the last stream I didn't get to come because I don't know why, but I don't remember, but I think it was I had to do something, but I don't really remember now. But yeah, thanks for having me aboard, and it's been a pleasure. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Fire King X, and make sure to be nice. Otherwise, you'll get chained up by Ghost Rider. And be well and support death metal.
All right. Cerno?
Screw the wokies. The people. Well, at least ESG's days are numbered. The only thing we have to worry about is government-imposed central bank digital currencies. If we can avoid that and a possible civil war after that, then I think that we've avoided the great filter. If we can avoid the central bank digital currency, but as long as we can have the ability to have physical cash, I think that the fall of BlackRock and the destruction of ESG will allow us to have better content as the regime of the banks start to fall, especially specifically BlackRock. And I think once that's done, the policies are going to revert, and people will be able to make good games like Senran Kagura and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have we'll be able to have a spiritual successor to Senran Kagura once we can get rid of the DEI kind of regime. And that's all.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, thank you all for actually coming aboard. Mary actually like and subscribe as well. And as always, just remember these 4 things. Respect the life as a fan service. Enjoy your fandoms. Embrace your degeneracy as long as it's legal. Doesn't hurt you or anyone else. Enemy is freedom. And until next time, guys, I'm Mr. 3 God, and get big to life with fucking speed. And for the love of God, let's make Dr. Disrespect a mod. Make a Dr. Disrespect mod for Mullet Mad Jack if possible. That would be freaking hella dope.